Hi there, so you're watching this because you're wondering what is sound therapy, or what is the sound therapy that Ian is advertising at East Suffolk Yoga in Rendlesham. So sound therapy in different guises has been around for centuries. It's been around in different indigenous populations in different parts of the world. It's reflected in, or the principles of it are reflected in Chinese medicine, and also, so that's Reiki, Shiatsu from Chinese medicine, some of the shamanic traditions. We talk about energy medicine. So that's some of the history. So if I just move to you're thinking, yeah, that all sounds fine, Ian, but what does that mean for when I come to a session? So a session could be a one-to-one, or it could be a group sound bath. So within the session, we'll have lots of nice soft lighting. The room is warm. Comfort is absolutely key to receiving the benefits from these sessions. So if you come to the session, either individually, or maybe I'll be doing a group session with my partner Leonie, we'll have a range of instruments. There's just a few that are a short, small selection of ones that I've got in front of me at the moment that will play these different instruments throughout the session, and then you'll go away and leave, and you'll feel, it's very likely that you're going to feel nice and relaxed. It's very likely, if you're doing this towards the end of the day, that you'll have a very good night's sleep. So if you're somebody that struggles with sleep, this is a nice non-medical intervention that can help you sleep. And then there's the potential for much longer term benefits from attending a sound bath. So how do these benefits come about? So as I've mentioned, there's a little bit about being in a nice, comforting, nurturing environment, whether that be because it's warm, soft lighting. You can, when you come to a session, I'm always making sure, or giving you permission to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you feel comfortable. So that's really important. So you're coming to a session, it's a nice environment, you're feeling relaxed, you're starting to switch off, and the sounds that we play will help with that relaxation. They become a single point of focus, and a single point of focus with relaxation is very similar to what you would have if you were meditating. So if you're meditating, you'd be focusing on your breath in and out of your body, which it can be, and it's quite a challenge to do because often the thoughts pop in. But if you come to a sound bath or a one-to-one, you're switching off already. The mind is quieting down already because of the environment, because you're feeling comfortable. You haven't got the phone on, or the phone is on silent mode. And just winding it back a few steps, because you know that you're going out and going somewhere for a nice experience, you're already starting to prepare, and the body is starting to calm down. So what else happens? Why do you feel relaxed? Why do you have a good night's sleep? In our waking states, most of us are incredibly busy. We've always got a lot going on in the mind. What do I need to do? What have I forgotten to do? Did I offend that person? I need to, what do I need to remember to do for next week? I forgot to send that email. There's always, for a lot of us, not all of us, but for the vast majority of us, our minds are go, 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 go. So that, in terms of our body and our nervous system, means that the sympathetic nervous system is always engaged. So the sympathetic nervous system is what we would also know as fight and flight. So the modern day fight and flight is stress and anxiety. So when you're awake, and when that is always engaged, that prevents the parasympathetic nervous system, the other part of the autonomic nervous system, from getting much airtime, if you like, for getting, it's pushed out of the way by the stresses and the anxiety in your life. But the parasympathetic nervous system is something that encourages a lot of the natural healing processes within the body to occur. It helps to balance the adrenal system, it helps improve the gastrointestinal health. So if you don't have too much time for your parasympathetic nervous system to get a little bit of time, and if you're constantly in fight and flight, then if you play that out over a period of time, then that's when a lot of other ill health conditions that can potentially come into play. A lot of the chronic conditions that we have in our life. There's lots of other contributing factors to that. Some of it will be hereditary in your family history, but there will be things that if you live an incredibly busy life, if you're feeling stressed, then that can have a negative impact on your how you feel, but also what's going on within your physical body. So the relaxation element of a sound bath helps to quieten down the fight and flight, brings up the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to promote a lot of the natural healing processes in the body. You feel that immediately. You leave. You feel relaxed. And like I said, for a lot of people, if you're coming to one of these sessions in the evening, you'll have a very good night's sleep. That's one of the most common bits of feedback I've had from people who've come to a sound bath or have come to a restorative yoga session, that they've had the best night's sleep ever, or they've slept a full 8 hours, which is great. Good, regular, solid sleep is really, really important to have a healthy, happy life. So moving on a little bit further, in our bodies we've got our endocrine system, and around our endocrine system we've got electromagnetic fields, because we're a bioelectronic body, so we emit electromagnetic fields. And you'll also might have heard of those referred to as the chakras. And the chakras, pretty much in terms of where they're supposed to be positioned in the body, are where our endocrine system is. The thymus, the adrenals, the pineal gland, these different glands in the body, which are a lot of other components in the body, essential to having a healthy life, body, mind. And there's some research out there in a few different fields that show that acoustic instruments being played, and when we're playing these instruments, we're not creating a musical performance that might make you want to dance or whatever. There's sounds being played to help you relax. And so when acoustic instruments are played and there's natural overtones within that, these sounds and the vibrations that accompany them help create balance with these different electromagnetic fields around our energy centers in our bodies. And helping manage that helps to reduce and manage the likelihood of chronic disease, either now or further down the line. But try not to get too waylaid with some of the science or the theory behind it. If you come to these sessions and you enjoy it, you feel good, you feel relaxed, then I think that's good enough. And the rest, the body and the parasympathetic nervous system can go away and do its thing to help support that happier, healthy life. So if you do have any other further questions, please do feel free to contact me, ian@yogawithian.com. Come along to the studio at East Suffolk Yoga in Rendlesham. So we do the sound baths once a month, and you can book yourself in for a one-to-one sound therapy session with either myself or Leonie.